hoje de uma casa muito gringa, dos meus pais gringos. Os gringos reagem à nova música da Anitta. Mas não são quaisquer gringos. É um time de estrelas, um time destaque dos melhores gringos de todos os tempos. Minha mãe, Eric, Jackie do canal Ask Jackie e, claro, Jason. Have you ever heard of Anitta?
Anitta?
Yes.
No.
I had not.
I have heard of Anitta. I had several dance parties to as poderosas.
I have heard of Anitta.
Who is Anitta?
Anitta is a famous Brazilian singer who is also internacional.
How do you spell Anitta?
A-N-I-T-A.
A-N-I-T-A?
Anitta.
As an English teacher, would you say that's the standard spelling?
No, usually just one T.
Oh, what would you say is the most famous Brazilian song of all time?
Girl from Ipanema.
Or the girl from Ipanema.
Girl from Ipanema.
I guess Garota de Ipanema.
That is the answer you're supposed to say.
So I see a quite beautiful redhead.
It's got like a 50s vibe,
This is Girl from Ipanema.
which maybe is kind of like the old Frank Sinatra song.
This looks like a magazine or a poster.
I would say upper class, I guess.
Wow, those guys. I knew short shorts were in, but I did not know it was going to be unitard-like. But not sure I'm on board with that, Stroom.
Now I'm noticing that the guys aren't bad looking either. I was concentrating on the girls before, but
The outfits that these men are wearing. Never seen anyone dressed like that in Brazil.
I'm wondering if this is going to turn funk. Oh, there it is. Not funk, trap.
Okay, this is more real RIO.
I like how she says they don't look like models, and she 100% look like a model.
There it is. There it is. I knew that she couldn't just show the magazine. I knew there had to be a bunda shot.
I like it. A little step brother, a little step family. I like how she's dealing with social issues here.
Oh, I like their like contrasting. Maybe like the old RIO with the new RIO.
ooh.
What?
Well, I just saw a nice beach scene.
Yes, these are definitely like typical suits, bathing suits that you would see.
I don't know why. It feels more innocent when Brazilians do it. I feel like American music videos show butts, and it's always like a little perverted. Here it's like they just appreciate a good butt.
Is that how you guys put tan lotion on? Is just by brush, like artists?
I would say that this is a different beach scene than you would see in the United States.
What? Tell me more.
Well, because there's a lot of lovemaking going on, so to speak, and everybody has bathing suits that are very revealing, no matter what they look like.
Swimsuits is 100% how I picture Brazil. And also people making out on the beach. I don't know.
Woo.
Ooh, what are you wooing?
Woo! Well, because there's a lot of her I'm seeing.
When they flash back to the studio and everybody, that is not how I see Brazil. That's how I see 1950s films.
I like how in Anitta videos you see a bit more natural bodies. Like American music videos tend to have these sort of like fake, weird silicone. And here she's showing like all kinds of... Yeah, that's a good message for women, for everyone.
Inclusion. I like that she's going that route.
I see the words, so that makes me think her English is good, you know?
Okay, but it's cool because it does show like very like real bodies mixed in with like the hot bods, which I think is accurate. But it's very like sexualized.
I like that it's just a lot of like really hot people, and then there's just a dude doing just a huge bellied belly flop into the ocean. I like that.
Anybody as heavy as that one woman was probably wouldn't wear such a bathing suit in the United States.
Was that me just now? That guy in the yellow shorts with all the muscles? Was that me? I don't remember being in this video.
It's catchy. That was a cat. Look, I got to be honest. When I hear something coming in and it's sampling another song, my first thought is, "What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?" But that was catchy.
My overall opinion is that it's a bit underwhelming. I think Anita's trying to be international, and I think in the process, she's not having enough personality. What I liked about Vai Malandra was it felt very specific. It felt like it had a mission statement, it had a personality, but overall it's good. I give it a 6.5 out of 10. That's the official Eric rating.
It was an interesting contrast because for those of us who know, like the old Frank Sinatra song,
Tall and tan and young and lovely, the girl from Ipanema goes walking.
Frank Sinatra did a version of the song in English.
that's true. That's true. Yeah, the version that we know here in the States is Frank Sinatra. I think the images of her where it was taking place in the past is probably what people think of when they hear like Garota de Ipanema. But then this new version is kind of what people will actually see if they go to Rio. And she kind of talks about how people expect Rio to be full of models, which is very true. I've heard this from a lot of gringos who've gone to Brazil, specifically Rio, expecting to see a lot of Gisele Bündchens and Victoria's Secret models, and it's different, you know, it's not that.
So, first of all, this is supposed to be the song of the summer. Do you feel like it has song of the summer potential? Discuss.
I think
feel like
does.
it wants to be the song of the summer. Like, I mean, maybe it'll happen because of their marketing machine. To me, it feels like a math calculation. It doesn't feel like an organic song of the summer.
Yeah, I think it's hard for a remake to be like the song of the summer. This is kind of like lounge music, like the original version. I know this is kind of trying to be a pop version, but it's really like soothing, kind of chill. I think summer needs to be like more,
You know,
like, upbeat.
if a remakes can't be the song of the summer, there goes my effort to do Amigo Gringo does the Macarena. That's
Well, you never know.
I say you try to market that as a song of the autumn.
I forgot that's my mom. If it's the song of the summer, could that be the song of the summer?
Not to me. Actually, to me, the song of the summer would be by Mozart.
I like it.
Welcome
I
to
like a woman who likes a man with a smoking jacket to make her music. I like it.
I did like the aesthetic of the posters. Like, it felt like you were, like they came alive from an old magazine or an old album or an old poster. That part I really liked about the video.
But it was interesting. It's like a contrast, I think, between the original version, you know, like 1960s, 1950s, like what we remember from movies, you know, what we think it looked like in the 60s, and compared to what it really is like today. And I felt like it was a pretty accurate representation of just all the different bodies, like all the...
I really like that body image thing though, because it's a great message, but also whenever I'm in the United States, people, they talk about the bikinis and they talk about like, oh, sexy Brazilian women. That's something that people will ask me about. Oh, is it true? Are the stereotypes true? And something that I always say is that, yeah, people are scantily clad, but they're just comfortable. And it feels more like an innocent celebration of the body and being comfortable, as opposed to when you see a string bikini in the United States, it's oftentimes met with thoughts and questions and people looking. And here it's literally just people being comfortable.
I do like all the beat sequences because it did feel, it's like, oh, this feels like a huge group who all know each other who are partying. Like that, like felt very much like, yeah, this is the thing.
Yeah, and you know what? Isn't this the feeling that you get when you go to the beach in Brazil?
Yeah, and it's like grandma and grandpa are there in the Speedo and the thong too, you know? It's like...
Did you catch the one about having a new brother? Just found out I have another brother, same daddy, but a different mother.
I was like, all right, this is an interesting twist. You don't get this a lot. You don't get somebody sorting through their family tree in the middle of a song of the summer. Then she goes into the love affair thing. I'm like, I'm not sure I'm ready for this.
I actually missed that part. I didn't know that was what was happening. I'm right in shock right now. This is my shocked face. You can't tell because of the mask.
Jackie,
Well, your hair looks like it's in shock.
Very good, very good. Is there anyone in this group that something similar has happened to?
You mean unknown family?
Yes.
Definitely in our family. Dad had a family that we didn't know anything about until about 20 years ago. And I have a half-sister who is no longer alive, but she lived to be 100.
So you actually got a sister that you didn't know.
That's right. Everybody has a family secret.
If you're once she went into personal stuff, now that I know that's personal, it doesn't feel like a song of the summer. It feels like a country song is what it feels like.
I have one general comment, which is I like the mission. She's trying to bridge Brazilian culture, which Brazilians are already interested in. She's trying to bring that to Americans, which that I do like.
I will say, I didn't notice corn. You told me she said corn. I never saw the corn.
I could have been wrong, but I did see someone eating something out of a plate, and it's common in Brazil to eat like corn. Like people are just like selling food and drink all over the place. So I didn't look too closely at what was on the plate, but my mind just went to like, oh, it's corn.
I will say that my whole life I've just thought of Brazilian bodies on the beach, and now I will include corn in that algorithm.